But before we move on to contestant number 9, we are very, very privileged this morning to be in the presence of the current reigning Miss Pacific Islands 2018-2019, Miss Leishina Kariha. Miss Leishina is from Papua New Guinea, has travelled all the way from PNG to be with us here today. Leishina, I'm going to welcome you on Tonga. Long time long now, na top Tonga na komiti long Heilala e Hepi Tumas. Na welcome you long Tonga this for the time. Sa visitaso na Teki Tumas. Thank you very much and welcome to the Kingdom of Tonga. Let's now move on to contestant number 9, shall we, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Terra Pacific Australia, Nunia Akanete Kutimo. Fitness awareness, ladies and gentlemen. If I can put your hands together right now for contestant number 9, Miss Terra Pacific Australia, talking to us about fitness awareness.
Physical fitness, exercise and health is essential for everyone. The condition of being physically fit and healthy helps our overall cellular health. Awareness about physical activity can reduce the risk of injuries, physical fitness, weight management, cognitive function, and quality of life. Unawareness leads to chronic disorders and diseases. Upon covering fitness awareness, I would love to cover a few factors that will help give fitness awareness more depth, meaning, and importance to us. Nutrition and diet is vital. A well-balanced diet helps muscles, organs, and tissues function effectively. A balanced diet coupled with physical activity can reduce the risk of chronic diseases, promoting your overall health. Tonga has so much potential to continue to progress. We are rich in agricultural and agricultural. It is a blessing to have these resources available both locally, fresh and organic. We need to emphasize and educate the importance of portion sizes to help shape a better Tonga in the time to come. To educate is to empower. We need to educate our farmers, children, and also our people about the value of money and the value of health. To educate our farmers the value and importance of breeding locally. A great example being the cattle. If we breed cattle and know how to butcher and proportion, as well as know the difference between primal and prime cuts, we will come to know that Tonga is capable of producing great quality meat, and it is better than getting the meat that is imported to us. Sourced locally and helping our economy, it can potentially open up employment opportunities, and in the long term, potentially for Tonga to export meat out to the world. If we as a community come together and become more knowledgeable about fitness awareness, we will know that it is more than just physical fitness involved. We will be able to highlight the importance of diet, and with the aid of education, realize the job opportunities that could open up. And this will help Tonga become more resilient.
Thank you very much, Munia Kanete, for your lovely presentation. You did refer to having the farmers being empowered to contribute to fitness awareness here in Tonga. I sometimes feel that because of our time management, we don't have time to go to the gym or to walk up and down the seaside. But we have so many of our boys that can go and plant taro, so that as farmers. So it's also fitness awareness. How can you translate the young people's fitness in contributing to the well-being and of the economy through farming?
Through farming with the younger generation.
Yes. So how can we use our young people that perhaps capitalize on just going to the gym and divert that to look into fitness awareness, but in planting taro and helping to contribute to our culture and the well-being of our economy?
Thank you for the question. Physical activity is any type of movement that utilizes your muscles, your tissues, and your overall body. If we as a Tongan community realized that doing small things more actively, such as planting, walking, and also just helping out with the crops at Uta, through us realizing this, we can, as a community, not only realize that we are already fitnessly aware, but to also help them realize that they have so much potential and that they are doing well already.
Thank you for that comprehensive brief. I spent some time with the Army, so fitness was my forte for about 6 months. So can you share with us what you do personally in terms of fitness aware? 1 or 2 examples.
So I would like to just share a personal experience. Last year, I did a lot of traveling and I ate so much. I gained a lot of weight. I gained, over the course of moving from Sydney to Melbourne, within 1 year, I was able to gain 21 kilos with traveling. Through this, I was able to take a step back and just reflect on my life and how I was going in terms of health. What I did was I was able to join an 8-week challenge. When I was able to get more education on how to work out, small changes I can do within my routine and the way I was eating. Throughout this 8-week challenge, it was very hard, but it was a great experience. I was able to lose a total of 9 kilos, as well as falling sick halfway through. But I think that as we actually take time out and actually more so prioritize small changes within our routines, such as taking a walk, maybe instead of taking the car to the shop, we can walk, that we can help our overall health, our overall mood, and our overall mental stability a lot.
Ko Mr. Pacific Australia no nia atenete te tilo te wakawenga koia koe mahuinga koe whakamauisino. E lawe fokia I hene whakamatawa ki he mahuinga koia o e palanisi ai tau mak mea takoni ni he grupu mak mea takoni koia e nima. E I kakingatai ai mo lawe foki ki hono whakai ai mo whaloko lahi foki e kauwhama koia whanuani tau tuki e kauwhama pulu mo siki o whamatatapu ki hono whātau atu koia o e kakanoni mangu nei tongani. Ka o e uta mai e kakanoni mangu nei tō koia ana. Ka tau lawa pia siplai whoki ia I he whonuani. Te nei mo I ki konga e taha whekau aki mo ana whe hanunga e aki e tau whanau tō tupu. Ka tupe kau kalaro, una o pia whamau e sino I he jimi. Ka ki ngā wea te iki ko ia ke na o tō akau o na I fua e whonua I uta. Koia malo au pito ki he contestant whika hiva, Mr. Pacific Australia. Hopa deni ki contestant whika honga furu, Ms. Langakari vai kopuna, peti na Yotamo. Contestant number 10 will be talking to us today on the topic of language, Tongan language. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Langakari vai kopuna.
Tulo. Language is much more than an expression of thoughts, perceptions, as well as values of a community. Language represents a fundamental expression of our social identity, which allows us to communicate with one another linguistically. Why is language important? In a quote by Rita Mae Brown, an American writer, language is the roadmap of a culture. It tells you where its people come from and where they are going. Not only does language hold the connections that define our culture, if the language dies, the culture is lost. So the two work in hand together. What makes our Tongan language unique? Not only is it a part of our identity, we as Tongans over history had our history, traditions, and belief system passed down from generations orally. Another distinguishing characteristics on why our Tongan language is unique is the distinguished in dialects within each social class. We as common folks say lea, nobles say mea, whereas the king will say Nuku'alofa. According to the late Queen Salute Tubo III, the Tongan core values is within us all. And this is the language in which we carry ourselves and move about our lives. Factors that might affect the Tongan language is 1, improper use, 2, English language becoming more dominant in the world, and 3, Tongan language versus home language. With improper use, we live in a world of technology and information, and we are often lazy, so we like to use emojis and slang to try and convey the message and hope that others understand it as well. English becoming more dominant, we live in a world that's globalized. And as a Tongan overseas, it is important for me to preserve my language, the Tongan language, as I continue growing up in America. And lastly, the Tongan language versus the homeland language. How many of you use the English language in your own home? And how many of your children actually respond back to you in the Tongan language? These are some things that we need to continue working on as we go about with each generation. So why is it important to preserve the Tongan language? It's who we are and it's a part of our identity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Betty. And then I commend your design on a beautiful outfit. Language. You mentioned that one of the beauty of the dialogue or a language in Tonga is the dialogue between social classes. This is something that is sometimes not handled well nowadays. Sometimes you give a dialect that is supposed to be meant only for nobles to a common. How would you, as a ambassador for Tonga, promote our Tongan language to reinforce our social classes in Tonga?
Thank you for the question. I strongly believe everything starts at home, and so as an ambassador of Tonga, not only would I willingly try to create programs for our people to really come in contact, because I believe everyone in this room, as well as Tonga, knows, but it's just the idea of remembering, and in the Bible, the word remember is referenced a lot. And so as we continue creating programs, it is important for us to continue re-illustrating the idea of remembrance. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Becky, for that beautiful presentation. Your presentation has made me feel very guilty because my children's ability to speak Tongan is very limited. So how would you advocate this further, and especially, and we have this problem here in Tonga, children growing up here in Tonga. What's some of the initiatives that you would promote, should you be the Miss Heilala, to ensure that our children values our Tongan language as you have presented?
Thank you for the question. I myself am guilty of not fully understanding all too well the Tongan language. However, the title of Miss Heilala will allow me to show the young generation that just because you may not know it now, doesn't mean that you can't learn it later on. The good thing about language is that there's no time limit on when to do things. When you learn it, you learn it. And the great thing is, the Tongan people, we love giving. And so, as we learn our own language, we will be able to pass that fruit along to our siblings, especially if you're an older sibling such as myself. And it will show that just because, once again, you aren't able to fully comprehend it now, you will be able to over time. Thank you.
Komama tu kia misa langa kali pai kokuna peti na yo tamo pe mo kavenga kuia ko lea pe ko tau lea Tonga na e lave fokie kia mahu inga kuia pe lea Tonga te ikai kungatai ka ko tau lea ko hala folao aha kakai pe mo na tupuanga ikai kungatai na mo le lave ki he tau mafu i Tonga ni o kia tau ngahi tunga lea ke he to ko lea ko kai mo fonua lea ko ho eki te mo lea kuia ai tupi te moe te fusiaki kuia e lea I api te moe lea Tonga e kai ngatai ngahi piao kuia o taimi Hawaii ai teknolosia fōu lahi ngono ngā o ake a le whapitania I interneti te nani hoko ato tātu baki whai konga ia ni o ke keke whupoto lele ia I lea Tonga o keke tō mui ki kamata e tau ako lea Tonga whaina taimi pe e lele kuia tau whanonga tau te whito o kapau e whakalau ia ko misa Heilala ki he tau ni Koia, ta hopa dedike ke testen fika tahtaha. Is it fika tahtaha? Miss Makawheke Resort, Arden o Halekulani I Kakai. Miss Makawheke Resort will be talking to us on the topic of technology, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much and welcome Miss Makawheke Resort.
Malelele, pagkakole, kemufanga, inatang-batang, pupupan ni Moimoi. Kaya ata mo oku, ke tatano atu, ya tamu a, kuantuk mai ka te abu. Aya kakawin na te tatano kaya te ahoni, with technology, with teknolosia. Peha a teknolosia. Peha a teknolosia kaya te koe, kaya mo ato nga. Kaya te au, ko pehe, with teknolosia, pengahi, ngai whalalaka whāno kōnia I he ahoni. O ka teknolosia, o ku ihe wheitu ko toa pe. I e sio ke mata uku kia e teknolosia. I e sio whakahema o kia e teknolosia. Pea ka sio ke onga o kia e teknolosia. Pea lalo o teknolosia. Oi ai, te tata no pe, ki he ngahi ao ngā koe hano ngawi aki e teknolosia. Ai kono uwaki pe koe e ao ngā e teknolosia. Ko teknolosia o kune ko I mea ngā awe I au tokon wawe ki a tau a tangata. I he ngā awe, I he ako, I he tapa ko tau pēr māmani. Pēr tau ilo pēr kono aunga. Aia le hopatu kia no aunga I he environment. Ai koe aunga e taha e teknolosia o kune omi ai whakaukau fo ou, ko ilo fo ou, ko ngahi nau fo ou. Ai koe ngahi, koe nau fo ou e taimine e teknolosia, koe iPhone. Ko ilo fo ou ko o mai teknolosia o aunga o pita o kia taua I he environment. I he environment, I he Masani koe babau, I he osila Masani pia rue ko o sio koe ke whako ofa e api pia sio I ke ngahi, ke hanga he kakai Tonga a tau toru. O ngā we aki a ngahi ilo fo o koe me he technology, o ngā aki koe technology I he neti. Nā hangi nā tore o toa mai a ilo fo o, a westerns, o whakahoa ia ki he tau culture koe tau Tonga, o whao aki, o te teo ia ke nā aki o Masani. Sike whakalata koe a ngā koe technology. He koe Tonga koe o ata mai lelei pia, ka oka aku hawhai whakau fo oka, koe tika hono a ia ona. I education. Education e te lau pe ilo fo o te tokoni ki education, ko au koe whai ako. O whukao pita technology, e no tokon lahi ka te au whai ako. Tato te whito ke taimi koe o ku ofia I koe tana tunga, o whia mau he whai ako ke ne whama ako oko ai ola I whanau ako. Pea koe whunga ue lahi ka tohe lahi ato e whai ako u whai koni he ripoti. Pea koe hana whai teknologia o whuto koni lahi au pita teknologi e kia au whai ako. Koe hana teknologi o mai computer ke ulau ai o puke ola e whanau ako I loto pe ai. Pra ko ia ko sio ke o se tai ni te ngata ai ka puta te hopa atu ana.
Mala presentation ni. Mai ka udah pe ani ke ngai gere itu ni teknologi orang di atakai ya. Ai ke komputer mai ngai dalam ya be la bai fare ya aku Faonelua pa mo fai fa ngai ka ni ka fa aku yo no aku ina to. Ka ko me ta ta ho kita ba ke ka. Ka hana ya ba sio ka pa pare ma mai wa. La bai teknologi ya wesia ai aku ko Faonelua.
Ito ko pe palema papa te ta ai ke palema he ko teknologi ya o me palani ke teknologi for only the good things ai ko palema ko ka teknologi ya e depend pe ya mi atawa tamata papa te ma ko vi e ko vi ai pe ya papa te ke ma ape ko te ta mo ai palani ko na a ki he me sai pe me ko to ya ka te ai ko papa hai ko pure ako fu strict ya pito pero sa iya wi ai he ko fana to nga ya ko una ke papa ke mo fo nga fa ya ko ya pero la ko ai pure ako ne fa ke ma wa pia ko pa ke si o fa ya ko ke telefon di o to fana wa ko fa hi pe tai mi ko ya ke si ya kita masih ya ko fana wa ko fa ya ko ya he una na o si dia pe pura ko ni mua o tapu o pito neo ene anga ka fe ma pe ke ta hang ai hang la ke ku ke pe fa si sia ke pa pane ma ko ata to ifana wa ko te ko fana wa ko na o silava na to silava fana wi ki ya ma wa api teknologi te mi a vene ke bai o sia na to re ma ko la ya ma api ango ko sia pe fa ya ko ki ha laptop pe ma o si ane ala o ku pe ako te ke to ma wa api pe laptop o kapa te ham laptop nga wa api pe I logi komputer ko ke fa nga hi ke fa ha lom laptop I fa le kai pe ko e ha fa na fe ko ke ko only the computer room so ko la wa ku le ako ka ke si nga ki ha laptop I ha fe to ke o hala ko me fa ki fa na sai ke ko ga wa ko ta la mo fuwa e fa si na pa palema ta ta be ya me telefoni papa fi ma ke tamasi ako pe fana wa ko ke fe tu ta ki do na fa pa palema kian ko e a o wa pe telefoni office no wele le tamasi ako ni ako ke office ka ta ki ko ako fe telefon ki ako ko si o mo ku ke ang si o sai pe teknologi ya dapat kita fa na hilaw ke ku ke ang ka fa si da pa palema ke mani ko malo
Kalau kita di Masani ya. Bagi Felipe que ada ne aquí kayak ke komputer atau internet di iPhone. Kalau mana ni teknologi yang EU pakai di awal boleh di phone. Iya pak.
Kami aku tapi jangan harus mari bawa. Ko behe koe kami koe termini koe faita video live ye. Aha kita sike o aha kita termini Heilala. Koe te family mo te friends o we feito mama o. Koe aha koe ai teknologi ako koe. Cool web video. Ai koe termini ko ilo na sisi o imaya ilo na imaya. Ai koe hange ko ya koe me ataha koe
Oh ya, boleh pakai tadi mah kita ini.
oh ya
Oh depan, apa ya?
kalau
Kalau kita wis maka bagi episode anan o halikulan ni patai de mo ni kabenga ko teknologia de tu be ha fo kia de mo fa tokana kia te ta to be ka ha ro na o aki ta te te ko to to o fa tokana pe na ha pe pa ya ko fa fa hi o te Nyomo pēnahi teknolosia ke ponoani interneti mo ha fu malu ke teknolosia vave ta to vave no pe o age interneti mo ha fu mo mobile ai ko telefoni do mi ke tu la ho ko te ko vave ta I facility kai ke ko kame ko ia Miss Maka ke resort I he ahoni pe teknolosia mo le lave foki ki ngai whakalaka ko ia I he to society kai ngata ai lava foki hoko ai telefoni to o ia sorry she was speaking Tonga I might revert back to English so she was discussing there about the topic of technology particularly the modern developments in society and she also shared there today about modern technology and its use in both the workplace and in terms of education and how we can reap the benefits of modern technology if we use it for its correct use. She also shared that we need to be very careful when using technology unwisely as it can be a distraction in the classroom and an interference to educators. Moving on now to contestant number 12, Hokuatōrike contestant Fika Tahaua, Miss S&S Trading USA. Heilala Pre-Pageant Faonelua Nuku'alofa Paula Tupolo Soko. Her topic this morning is unemployment. Ladies and gentlemen, mo paspasi mai contestant Fika Tahaua, Miss S&S Trading USA.
Malolele and good morning. Unemployment is not the most glamorous or celebrated topic. However, this is a real problem here in our island kingdom. First off, what is unemployment in regards to Tonga? Well, unemployment is when you are in the labor force and you're able-bodied but do not have a job. There are two types of unemployment. There is voluntary unemployment, which is when you can't get work you think fits your skill set, and there's involuntary unemployment. Involuntary unemployment is the predominant case here in Tonga. It's when you have no choice. It's when you want to work, you're qualified to work, but there are just no jobs to fit your skill set. Involuntary unemployment has many causes and includes structural, frictional, and seasonal unemployment. Seasonal unemployment is a type of unemployment that Tongans are very familiar with. Tourism itself is seasonal and impacts unemployment. Whale watching, which runs from July to October, is the best example of seasonal unemployment here in the kingdom. Agriculture and fishing is also seasonal as certain crops and fish are confined to certain months throughout the year. Unemployment has many adverse impacts, which we can observe all around us today. Financial problems, obviously, increasing crime rates, high incidence of drugs and alcohol abuse, more kids on the streets, broken families, and perhaps alarmingly, evidence of growing mental stress in many forms in our society. I believe that the most compelling solution available for unemployment is tourism, because as Ms. Tonga Tourism stated earlier, tourism is everybody's business. Whether we are promoting culture, sports, religion, education, environment, arts and entertainment, tourism includes every sector in our society. It covers every age, every skill set, and caters to the most vulnerable in our society. There are 5 building blocks of tourism that builds the case for tourism, providing the solution to the unemployment challenges we face today. Every tourist, when considering coming to the kingdom or competing destinations, will ask these 5 questions. How do I get there? Where am I going to stay once I get there? What do I eat? What do I do during my stay? And what am I going to buy before I leave? Within the answers to these 5 questions are employment opportunities that will solve unemployment efficiently and definitively. But it will take a level of collaboration that I know we are all capable of. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. SS Trading USA, for that very enlightening brief. I see you're studying political science at the University of Hawaii. What is one public policy initiative that you will promote here in Tonga that you think will address the unemployment issue, the issues you already identified?
Sorry, can you repeat the question just so I can make sure I answer the right context?
From your current studies as a political science student, what is one public policy initiative that you would advise the Tonga government or the Tonga people we should promote to address at least one of the employment issues that you raised?
So with tourism, like how I said in my presentation, it covers every sector. So a public policy that I think that I would implement or encourage would be infrastructure. And I think so because as one of the 5 questions that I stated was, where am I going to stay once I'm there? With tourism, since it covers such a wide array of topics, I believe that every topic that these girls are doing, it's covered within tourism, and tourism has to deal with that. So with infrastructure, I believe that I want it, because if you look online, there are not that many options available when you stay here in Tonga. So I just think that infrastructure, if we implement it and we make Tonga more Masani, it will be even more appealing to those who want to come from overseas.
Thank you, Nara. One of the national priorities is to pay attention to the informal sector, such as agriculture. Do you see this as unemployment? How can we formalize this?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
One of the national priorities is to pay attention to informal sector, such as agriculture. Do you see the informal sector as a part of the unemployment sector? And how can we formalize this?
So I believe that agriculture is a form of seasonal unemployment because, as I stated, for certain crops, like watermelon, it's within a certain season. So after the certain season, there's the people who are fruit pickers, they're jobless. And I know that there's a program here in Tonga where they send people overseas to help and bring income in for their families, but that causes social problems within families. So I think that, yes, agriculture is seasonal unemployment. Thank you.
Aloha pito Miss SNS Training USA me he nara tui polotu soko me mo ka veinga kuia koe unemployment koe tai maunga oe. Nai lawe whokia ki koe kalasi ke e ua koe tai maunga oe ai koe ua ki koe voluntary ai koe voluntary unemployment ko kina o tolu kuia o kuna o mau hanga oe o kake mau hanga oe i mawa e kuia o kia e na o whamoni ako pe kuna o tau ke koe kalasi o ua koe involuntary unemployment ai koe involuntary unemployment o koe ki ai halakanga a ka pe ko ngā ue whainga maari mai ka kai o whanua. Nei hoko ati whoki o whaine e lawe koe pe taki mamata ko business si atau tolu kotoa. Aia koe taki mamata pe sekitoa le lei taha ia ke whakatupu ai ngahi ngā ue mai ka kai o whanua ke mawai ha mawanga se niti ki o nau whamiri. I kai ngata ai nei lawe whoki ati infrastructure e mai ngai whakalakalaka ta whaki koe honolanga o ngahi wharetan whanonga ke mau ngā ue ai ka kai o whanua. Moving on now, ladies and gentlemen, to contestant number 13. Contestant number 13, Miss Appraxis Nasita Production. Lolohea. Lolohea will be talking to us on the topic of education. Ladies and gentlemen, mo paspasi mai a Miss Appraxis Nasita Production.
Tonga maunga ki he loto. Kawenga lea koe ako, education. Ka loto aki ai ako, nothing is impossible. Ako, alu, gumi, o mai. All 3 of these vital components are limitless. An opportunity to seek the height and to the best. First, alu means go. Alu gives you different opportunities to learn new things and discover the world. If you fail, you are still given a chance to start again or keep going. It is imperative for our children to get through right to the end of high school and university. Opportunities are given to children here in Tonga to study overseas, like Fiji, Samoa, New Zealand, USA, and of course the famous BYU in Hawaii. O dipende ka me tau tolu e tau ponga alu. Kohonoa gumbi, searching. You do not only find education in the classroom setting, but it's everywhere. At home, cooking, cleaning, weaving, the little things our parents teach us while raising us, that is education. In church, when the pastor preaches, that is education. All these little things that you learn outside of the classroom is called informal education. However, formal education is what you learn inside the classroom. Koe whakaosi, o mai, bring back. Koe ospe o kumi, moho o alu, o whia mahu, ke tau whoki mai ka kai Tonga, o mai, bring back and share with our people your knowledge, because it can contribute into something e hikia e tau ki Faonelua ki hatonga o koe Masani ange. Ko ho'o alu, mo ho'o kumi, mana tui mau pe e tau ki Faonelua. Whoki mai ke Faonelua na i ka matai ko whenga, i kai ko ho whoki mai mo e halaata, but return back with everything you have learned. O i kai ki peni ai Masani a Tonga i he Faonelua. O ti peni ai Masani a Tonga i he tau tolu ka kai Tonga, te pina i Miss Heilala wa te tahiwa. Malo au.
Many thanks, Salome, for that highly impressive outline of the importance of education to Tonga. Angepeku mea e o eiki ko e langa whanua ko tau kureanga te keke te wamma me mai mama mo whakailo ki e loa ko e whanua. And I think your emphasis on the four alu. I want to take you up on the last, what you're going to bring back. And to request in your own words, how would you inspire the nation and also a beauty pageant contestant? How would you inspire the nation on the importance of education for nation?
Malo Alpito. So when I said oh my, bring education back to Tonga. When our parents, alu, they go overseas and they whenga and they gumi and then they have us, and we are the ones that come back and all our knowledge to Tonga.
My question is simple. I mean, we were facing social issues with the youth unemployment and so forth, and a big part of it is the high dropouts from schools. What would you suggest that we do to address or reduce the number of dropouts from schools?
Malo Alpito, question. I would suggest that if we want young, because it's mostly the teens that are dropping out of school, if you want them to stay in school, you have I'll talk to them about loving their parents if they're kapag na okay na umamadua, tinanong ko kaya ako, malo ako.
Wapito kitiste bigata tolu is a practice nasita production o hea salome de kina he ofalome kina ke mo kabe nga kuya o ya ko ko ma nga kuya ya ko ana la ya ki na kana mali o tauma o tawa ko itu o kuya ala te ka nga tai na mo ki ko na la ya i ono hoko kuya a api ko ua ki akwa nga ya e hoko atu foki e la ve i mauinga ka pauta ma fenga mali ke tawa ko muri ke tau foki mai ki tonga ni foki ki kamata kuya ni fu kamata e fenga te ne vai foki ne dia ko ni e tolu ua ki ko al ono ua koe kumi, i ka tolu koe o mai, ai koe alo, o ako, ai na kumi, ai koe i tawhaki o ilo, i ako, te foki mai, koe whakafoki mai ai ilo o ia, ke vahe ki inasi, o lawe mono ia ai whonuani. Ta hopa tu eni ki he contestant fika taha wha. Contestant fika taha wha, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Vava'u Tourism. Asinate i nao Loawangi Kipo. Her topic today is youth leadership, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your applause going for Miss Vava'u Tourism.
Kalau kita nak kembali, kau topik yang kau present nanti kau youth leadership. Kau taki ai tok tuku. Ako foto mai ha koi film ma ho inga api to ke tausil ke ai ope. Ko ha ka o ia ni ko fono e ka o. Ai te ope ko to tuku e ha ni ko fono e ka o. Ai te makamata be te me api. Ko api. Ako to mai e fo le ato ma ho inga api to pe tama tu e pae. Pe oku kono ka winga ko ti peni sai ai whanau la me hapa na lebe ai le whae ka pao i ai hana boko i lei whae mo awe ke nau tau ai ofa whapatu pato o i kai o mai o whapasisi o waka ofa whapatu pato e lawa lewa ki i kai he e ne tama ki i powi ka ne o i kai ke ne kau mo to utupu koe i taimi o kuwesia hana wata mai i he whaita o kona tapu. Koe hoko koe community pe ko tau kolo. O ku fuwhi ma o pito ai tupu i o tau kolo, ai ngahi fund, pe ko ngahi financial support ki he local youth entrepreneurs, pe ko entrepreneurship, tena o lawa ke na hanga o langa businessi, ke nau whakalere pe i nau tolu pe ai business ko ia, ka he kalewa ki nau te whakaupau ke kai haa, manu ngawe aki ha paangata e halau. Kono whika wa o fuwhia mao o pito ka matokoni whaka lotu, o fuwhia mao o pito ki whakahu ato tupu ki he polokama whaka lotu e whanua, ki nau hanga mua o lotu i, e koe lea pehe with God, everything is possible, koe whaingata a e pao peke whanakua. O koe e ngahi current issue o ku whihanga ngai me tau youth i he taimi ni, ko whika o raki, koe drug abuse, pe kono ngawe hala aki ai whaita o kona tapu. I ho tau whanuani ko toko lahi e kau supply a whika o aki kono whaita o kona tapu. Pe e lawa pe ai vale o aki fulahi o whatau atu mai ai whaita o kona tapu. Pe o tau, pe ko hake mai a whalalaka e taimini a whaita o kona tapu o koe ice. Ai a o tau rotonga na fo tairi ki ai e taimini. Ko whika wa, ko youth unemployment, pe ko tae mau ngā oe ai tō tupu. Ko sāti ko ni nau tō mai a pia me hea World Bank statistic, ai o ku show mai heni i he wafe mā walu, ko rate dena ai youth unemployment na e tōlu walu, ko taimi ni i hua noa tā walu i tau ko osi, o to increase ai, pe to e tupu ai o toko lahi ai kau tae mau ngā ue i tau whanuani. Ai o tupu mai me he osi mai e tamaiki, o ku ikai ke ai kanao, o ku ikai ke ai kanao osi mai me university, o ku nofu atu ai pule ana, pe me whanua, pe me lai job description, o whia maulia ke nao ngā ue i tau i ua pe nao toki maulewa pe ngā maari ke ngā ue. O ku koe whaka osi, o ku pehe, koe kua youth development, pe koe insufficient youth investment, ai o whi mao e leo i e tō tupu ke whakakau atu ki he lao koe ai whanua, pe koe whi mao e lao i tō tupu ke decision making o whai i whanua. Pe kono, so how can we as youth leaders help? Ai ko whika raki ko pehe ke e lawa nai ke tau whakatūhanga hi lao, i he whaita o kona tapu o whakakau ai ai leo i tō tupu. Whika wā o whūmahu inga o pito ke ai hau rehabilitation center, ke lawa ai ke mahi right treatment, ke si whanau tō tupu ko ia ko oisia, au nau mo ulele au nau ata mai ka me drugs. Hange koe match ready ourselves, shadow a leader and education. O hange ko ia koe tōwholofola ai tamatu I. Aina ne fuwhia mao o pito ke hohoa maali ai ako. O whainga maali ngā oe I tō ngani momuli. Pe o mahau inga ai ke teke whekumi loki ako. Pe toi teke mo ilo whatina technical and practical experience he ako mao o pito.
Nalo pitas na te kalinga mahuinga au pito ke lawe kia e pokoni. Iko ru whikau akia pakamoto ai tōtupu. O ko tōtara mawahe ki ho o lawe ki he leo awe o leo e tōtupu ki whai aki ai whai tūtuuni. Na iai ai kulupu ko e youth parliamentarian ai kamata. O ka pau te ke kau te ke mau ai whiinisi. Te ke hawe whio hana te kei ke mahino e mau hatotaha ke hu ki he whalealea kakato. Ai ko ki youth parliamentarian ko e forum lai whai, ko hono whakaata mai pē. Ai mahu inga ai awe o leo e tōtupu ke whai ake whai tūtuni. Ka hono whakaata pē. Te ke hasea ai e tōtupu loto. O ka pau te ke misi Heilala. Ko e haha o ngā ue e whai ke teke e koe whakaukau ke awe ha mo whakawhona ki loto ke whalealea kakato.
Halo o pito. I he tau ko osi, na e hoka me whahistoria, ko nohanga e whalealea o whakahua tōtupu, tōtupu tamai whiwhine ki loto, ki nau sio ki o noanga Nuku'alofa a whalealea. Ka oku whahistoria o pito teke hua tōtupu tamai whiwhine ki loto, ki o whakalele ko ia ai whalealea. Ka ka Paula te kau ki no mao ko ia ai kisi. As a youth leader, he kai te lau lau ia ko pe atu ki he ke whare. Ai ako mea pe whai, te uhanga lewa o ai ki whakataanga tōtupu, ai te wā ai ki whakataanga tōtupu, pe te mautara noa ia i loto kwa tōtupu, ke hoko mai hana leo, pe te haore wau ia o present ki koe ha e nā loto, o whakahaupat ki whalelea, pe whalewa e nā decision ki ai, mahalo ko ia pe
Awa ki he ho tataki mai ai whakaukau kun whikaaki mai leadership here. If I had $100,000 and I said to you, I'll give you $100,000, what would be the one enterprise you would invest $100,000 for a youth development project?
Koe halo o pita. Koe mea koe te whai, te hanga lewa tāna ki mau youth, ai koe paana ta hawhi koe te o tā kilo koe te ke hanga o mai, te hanga lewa uia o tāna ke tōtupu, hange koe ni, te mau ai mo ki business te o langa pe, e te mau tolu pe, hange te mau o paanga koe ia, o whakatau mai ake ngai mea ngahi lolo. Whakatau atu koe ia, te mau mai paanga koe ia, o toi bilo e paanga koe ia, pe toi tupu ia, hange koe ni te mau whalena mau ki finance, haki no. But how will I go? But I don't know about the interest rate. But the 2 point of I will be about to pay. I don't know I won't pay her. Well, Tila good here. I go fight open a taboo. Cannot forbid about that. Mark open a room of him. Entrepreneurship for the Mahama for the Mama.
Malo, Pito, Miss Babangu Tourism, Asinate Tubo, on the topic there of youth leadership. And as you were sharing there, starting off with the saying that the youth today are the future of a nation. She shared in the beginning there about home being the first learning environment, the importance of our community working together with the youth to encourage youth enterprise, and also about the importance of pastoral care and the role of prayer in assisting our youth. There was also a question about, with relation to our youth parliament, which sat, I believe it was last year or earlier this year, that how do we get our youth from that kind of a position to a position where they're actually in parliament participating in the running of our government for the future of the nation. So that was Miss Babangu Tourism. Tā hopa tēne ki he contestant Pika Tahanima, o e te mokaina, Pika Tahanima, Miss Apprentice, Ways of the Pacific. Masani a Tonga Latu. Masani a Tonga Latu. For Kaveina, Women in Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Apprentice Waves of the Pacific.
Malata mahua tafa o palaini. Moha Masani ko to mai. Hello, kapita. Women in Parliament. Because ho eki fafine ki fayaya. Tongan women's voice in Parliament is critical. In representative democracy, it's vital that women have a voice in Parliament. Recently, there's only two in Parliament. Ako sita Latu no salini maasi. O tuyo ke ma fakta ko wala ka ka fine ko di falea. Ko himbe ke na to poni hono teke mo popo hono tau kai e to tonga ka ka fine. Ikari no ngata pe ai. As I mentioned earlier, ko te ana ka te mukala ti o fe ma ka fonga e to taha ko to ape me mo ki fonwala. Tentau ke fito ke te matou ko ka ka fine. Tentana ke kia e hono uhinga ko te matou ko ka ka fine. Ko ka kai mana ba ofa. Ko tempo ko ka ka fine na mana ba ofa. Te na lava ma aki e na fo ian e na mana ba ofa. Ke voice akele o ta kai ko na fa fo ngai ko i kuea. Faonelua, we need to empower our community, especially our women in our community, to vote for women that are running for Parliament. In April 2014, there was a practice Parliament that was going on, which they brought in 30 women, trained them, and prepared them for election. In the practice Parliament going, I think for issue they said they have full way of community that actually voted for women. They said they voted for men. So how can we have more women in Parliament voicing our voice, representing us, whereas for us women in our community are not backing them up, not voting for them? So there's a missing link here. We're like, what's going on? So I believe, instead of, yes, it's good that we empower the women that's about to go into Parliament, but the power is vested upon the people, the community. They're the ones to be empowered, can now choose, can now going to Parliament. Lastly, it's important for us to set an example and to be a good role model for women and younger generation, especially our children. For example, Helen Clark in New Zealand was the first Prime Minister. She was the one that sets the standard. And now, we have another female Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern. Though we already have a few previous, sorry, ko osi tayo ni Akwe. Kuya Paula.
Kamalola Hiatu, Tanya Latu for that brilliant presentation. Okay, happy ko yung whakahaukamai nga statistics mo ilolele pekia. Kaya ako hangi ko kifaka lotosi kia tawa fefine. So, kung fehui, behari ba ngai fona, kita hanga reverse for statistics ko na kaya omai ke taua pe fefine ke alu ke fili hono hoko e toko hiwa e pese te hiwa no e fefine e fili fefine koi ha au whakakau e whakatutu ke ta hanga reverse iai e whakafoma whakakau ko i mo result ko ni ke osi present ma.
Thank you so much for the question. Whakakaua ki ai, utatoka kakai kufini community, it's a trust issue. But we're not working our fear the women that are running for Parliament. We're working our trust in our door that they feel. So I believe kapau te taulawa o whakaibia ka taifewhine empowered them, ke nau raki whalala pe ke nau independently, tēnā ki lawa me ai, o whalala o au me nau trust, ki hato ko taha tēnā run parliament, ki whawhawhonga i ki nau tō. Hange koe ko polorama ni se la la, o ko whaam ke o sa hei presentation me au ni, mo lawa ko mo tata koro o whiri mai ka taifewhine. I hope now that will be good enough.
For your presentation, ku tawa pe ay mo baby pa ke sinde fa ga ya ta ni ay ko fo ma na ke ko ni fa ma ta to me ko do ke Perhatian of the issue eruwa mauina kita kaise sini kefirmau area, especially the two MPs Kenahala advocate the race different.
Thank you so much for the question. Opo doi first issue ko whakakakau mo pekiai ke verify as ito. I know it's quite, but opo as a woman. Opo firma pe moa ke o own land, ke lawa o own konga ke opo ilo opo ko lawa lahi if I ke hoko instantly, it has to be developed. But that's an issue for women. Tēnā lawa o te koe ana, ke lawa ka kaiwhewhine o makonga ke. Ko honua, koe issue koe ai whānau whewhine he does it have to be the issue at Kakaiwhewhine? Because I want to help L5AD as well. Koe ke oangi mo hato tonu makina tolu ai hau eki Tonga koe whaareti. Hai totono ma aki nau tolu pe ki aho nau reko ki pule ana as well mo hana whakofong. Koia pe mana.
Thank you very much. Mr. Praxis waiting to the Pacific Tangi a Tonga Latu with the topic Women in Parliament. Whilst our judges are finalising their scores, and for our non-Tongan speakers, that she was sharing there about the importance of women voting for female candidates when it comes to our election. She mentioned there that in the last election here in the Kingdom, 90% of females actually voted for male candidates as opposed to female candidates. She also highlighted that currently we only have 2 female candidates in Parliament, that's Akosika Lawalawu and Osalina Ma'asi. She continued as well to share that in a true democracy it's important that a democracy is inclusive of all people, and that includes having women empowered to vote for female candidates into our Parliament, and also that she believes that it's a trust issue in terms of females candidates having a trust within themselves and a belief within themselves in order that other females in the society will vote for them and other women will choose and select them to represent us in Parliament. So thank you very much there to Mr. Praxis Waves of the Pacific. Ai pe hoko atu ki e contestant tika tahauno, watu heni a tatalelei ki he eiki palenia lele o Tonga, ko Honourable se Misi Kiwasika, ai a koe foki ai Minister taki mamata koe o Tongani, malo lau mari feika una, te malo si mea mai ki he polokalama koe o e popoini. Te tau hoko ai tene ki he contestant tika tahauno, te hili koe a, i ai toki malo lo mi te nima no pe, ka tau toki hoko atu. Contestant tika tahauno is Miss Makahokovalu Seletute Catalina Filipini. Seletute's topic today is climate change. For your air, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Miss Makahokovalu.
Pakatulo atu ki he ngahi haa uwhakapakatua. Mother Earth has a way of producing non-renewable energy that cannot be duplicated by human hands. Her time and her grace has increased over time, and it takes a period of time for her to create it over and over again. I am honored to present to you all
the opposing conflict we all face, which is climate change. So, what is climate change? By definition, climate change is the change in regional or global climate patterns. Since the year 1950 here in Tonga, maximum temperatures have increased by 0.10 degrees Celsius per decade, and that rate is very consistent with global warming. Also, since the year 1950, data shows a clear decreasing trend in the amount of annual rainfall we have, especially here in Tonga. We also have satellite instruments that measure sea levels. Satellite data indicates sea level has risen in Tonga by almost 6 millimeters per year since the year 1993. So with all of this information and all of this stats, what does that mean for the people of Tonga and our island? First and foremost, Tonga will continue to see hotter days and warmer nights and a decrease in the cool weather. Another thing that Tonga will continue to see is a change in rainfall patterns. And that ultimately harms us on many levels. Whether it's a drought for multiple weeks at a time that poses a threat to our soil here and our crop system. Also the food preservation and production. The opposite of that would be in a flooding of our island. And so another thing that poses a threat from climate change is sea levels will continue to rise here on our island. With that being said, the environment governs the culture of our kingdom, affecting our dress, our food, and the deep roots our forefathers have established here before us. My presentation is dedicated to the preservation of our beautiful island kingdom here in Tonga, and it's also dedicated to the preserving of our culture and everything that we have to offer the world. There is no place like Tonga on this earth, and I know that as soon as we are able to promote beautiful change like climate change and awareness in it, we will be able to better, like all of my sisters have shared, we will be able to increase in tourism and unemployment and education with women in parliament. We will be able to expand those opportunities as we better ourselves from the inside out.
I'm very pleased that one of our United States residents has picked the climate change topic. Whatever the outcome of the Miss Heilala, you are now an advocate for climate change for our little island kingdom. What will you do when you go back home to America to advocate to the American government that climate change is a real challenge and is a real threat for your home country?
Thank you for the question. If I were given the opportunity to spread awareness about climate change and ultimately become Miss Heilala, I know of many organizations. One is specifically called PAC, and it's the Pacific Adaptation for Climate Change. And it is the islands of Tonga is included in it. They're in an organization that is also partnered up with the United States of America in spreading resilience here in the island, in the Kingdom of Tonga, because our land can be. And so going back to Tonga, not only educating everybody here about resilience, but also the Tongan saints in the United States. They have the opportunity to reach out to our homeland, to our motherland, because this is where our roots come from. This is where we grew up, and this is where we are. The reason we stand out in the U.S. is because of the roots that come from Tonga. So remembering that in the United States and bringing that back home would probably be the best thing as far as educating not only the saints here in Tonga, but also those who are in America about the certain organizations that dedicate their time to climate change awareness. Thank you.
I'll localize what Rosamond asked and talk a little bit more about Tonga. I mean, like, I think you mentioned renewable energy, we've got a target that we need to reach by next year. But that's 50% of our electricity is generated from renewable energy sources like the sun and the wind and so forth. How would you like, I mean, if you're crowned Miss Heilala, how would you become, I mean, what issues would be important for you to advocate at that particular level? I mean, Miss Pacific or even higher than that. What would be a key climate change issue that you would like to champion, especially in light of the issues and the challenges that you mentioned in your presentation?
One thing that I would want to bring awareness to is emergency preparedness. A few years ago, our island was hit with Hurricane Gita, and I think at the time, not many of the saints knew how to respond to it. And so I think one important thing to make people aware is that it's better to prevent and prepare than to repair any kind of damage that is done here in our island. I think it's important to make them aware that we see firsthand here in the Pacific Ocean, we see firsthand the effects of climate change. And so it's important for them to understand that every single day, I got to talk to some of the residents who live out in Bava'u. They have to fill their flower bags with sand to build walls to keep the water off of the land. And so there are little things like that, and I even think having procedures set out in every single building in school so that they're aware, even at home, to understand how to prepare to any natural disaster that might happen to us. I think one of the most important things is just to let people know that it's something that is ongoing every day, and there is something we can do every single day, even writing out a procedure plan for maybe a hurricane that's coming, and being more involved in helping people understand that we will be affected if we don't take charge and plan out things today. Thank you.
Maua au pito Miss Makuhovalu se le tute Katalina Kilikini e a wakawe na koe pa kilili waki o ea e na lela me fokia e maari na ko ististika na o mai tau e tau tahida nima noa i tongani ko hiki e fua maafana koe tau ea aki e tini e taha whakata o mofuru e a tau e tau tahida hima tōru ko hiki foki e fukahi tahi i tongani aki e menuta e ono i he tau kutoa pe e kone lawe foki e kaha o e whanua te kawaki pe mo e kilili waki koe ai ea e o mopi pe e kakai ai ma whana te toi velane ai ea he lele atu koe ki kahau toi we sia foki ai toko uha he whanuani e ai hono ka punga kovi ki he kere kere koe whanua mo nahi a kau fua ka koe solowa ana ki palopalema o ku kapau e foki ki Amerika tene te kau atu mo koko e kuko koe koe pack koe kuko Amerika o nau haki a ki ai ilo koe ai kakai i maamani whelawe e te mo ngahi minupa o e piri wako koe ea mo nau tokoni i ngai whanua ke langa hake kau foki a tongani he polokalama koe ni malo o pito Miss Makuhovalu o e ke mo kaina te tau ki whai ki malo lomi te pe e nima o kore atu pe ke o e te mo mea atu ki tua ka nofo pe i heni kai tu pe ke o runga tā pe ki whawhawhau vai mo ni mai you can stretch your hands, stretch your legs we're going to have a very short 5-minute break. Please don't leave the venue unless you need to, and we'll be back in just a moment. Thank you.